Hello, everyone, and today I am joined by some very, very, very special guests. As you already know, I'm the Night Sky Prince, that's Soldier First Class, that's Curious Joy, and we have a very, very, very special guest today. We have the voice of Aerith. Say hello.
Hello. I'm Briana White.
So thank you so much for joining us today, Briana. We got some pretty curious questions for you.
Awesome.
The first thing I would really like to know is, how has your perception of Aerith changed from the first moment you were introduced to this character to now having completed voicing Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Oh man, that's a very long answer. When I first got the audition for Aerith, I knew of her, but I didn't know her because I hadn't played Final Fantasy VII yet. And so when I got the audition, I said, I'm going to have to really get to know everything really quick. And there's a few things, particularly one thing about Aerith that is pretty iconic. And that's the first thing I saw. So immediately I'm set up with this knowledge of this character being a real legacy emotionally for gamers. And so that was the first part of that journey. And then I go, okay, well, if that's her lasting legacy, what are the finer details? And so I did some research, read articles, listened to other voice actors. I watched Advent Children. I watched cutscenes and playthroughs on YouTube. I did a lot of research, and I got this picture of this flower girl who has this sort of secret for quite some time of who she is on a deeper level. But she's also very playful, and she also has her sassy moments. And in doing the work for Remake, we sort of had to have a conversation from the very beginning about where she comes from and how she is a little bit different from some other iterations of her, how this is going to be a modern Aerith for modern times. And I think people are really going to love that part of her. I hope they are. So I've come to a very, very deep appreciation for who Aerith is in a very well-rounded sort of way. She is a whole character. She's not just a one-sided flower girl anymore. And I think that's been a really, really fun journey for me to take while I've been getting to know her character.
Awesome. And that's a great response, really. So what I also want to know is that, do you sort of identify with Aerith as a character, and what are your favorite aspects about her?
Gosh, I sort of feel like I've touched on it a little bit already, but Aerith is a character who does have sort of a big picture part of her. You know, we're doing spoilers, right? We're doing spoilers.
Yeah, everyone who subscribed here, they'll know.
Okay,
They'll know.
That's what I think. Okay, so as an ancient, she has this very deep, long-lasting facet of her character that sort of speaks to just a bigger picture. And yet she lives each moment and enjoys each detail of life.
She almost has like a very spontaneous nature to her, right?
Yes, regardless of the fact that there are these big picture things going on, and there is this thread of fate that she is aligned with, and yet she still lives and enjoys every single moment. And I think that's something that I'm trying so hard myself to embrace as a person, because in every little interaction with every character, there's an undercurrent of just joy, I feel like. And, you know, she's the girl who can make flowers bloom in Midgar. If that's not a metaphor for finding the good in every moment, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I think Aerith is really that type of girl that you really just want to hang out with. Just because of that nature. Like, she just has like that cool vibe to her where she's just in the moment. And even though things are bad, her kind of positive energy just lifts you up into like a good state.
Yeah, and she always has this sense of humor about everything, because there's this level of, I know what's out there and I know that there are bigger things to worry about. And so she's always able to be a little bit more playful and sassy in certain moments of, well, this interaction doesn't really matter. And for me, I'm sort of the person that like cares about everything to a fault. You know, I'll lie awake at night being like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Why am I the way that I am? I think we can all relate to that. But Aerith knows that there's something much bigger and more important to worry about. And so she has that dichotomy of being very humble and present because she's a part of something so grand. I think that's one thing that I'm really trying to focus on as a person in relating to her in that way.
That's awesome. I got a bonus quick question for you.
Hit me.
Would you ever cosplay Aerith?
Yes, of course. Of course. I would love to cosplay Aerith. I don't really cosplay, and one of the reasons is because I find it so incredibly intimidating to make things with your hands.
Yeah.
I can't sew. I can't even sew a button. Like, I really can't. So I was actually in plans to collaborate with a cosplayer to make an Aerith cosplay, and then the virus shut everything down. So I can't do anything in person. But one day I will definitely cosplay Aerith.
The people demand it.
I know
There's no backing out.
Trust me, I want to also. I really do. It's just really hard right now.
It's all right. I'll be waiting for you in my cloud cosplay. So be ready.
Good. Perfect. We'll do something. It'll be fun.
All right, everyone. And if you want to see the rest of the content here, we got a whole bunch of other mishaps happening over here. So if you want to see all of us just goofing around, talking Final Fantasy VII Remake, links to everyone's channels will be in the description below, and you can see all the content that we've made today. It's pretty good, I have to say myself.
It's been a lot of fun.
It has been. All right, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.